name is Rachel Kornack. I'm with Geopivot magazine. I'm meeting today with Joy Adams. Joy, can you tell me a little bit about your role at AAG?
I am a senior researcher at the Association of American Geographers, and one of the projects that I work on is our Enhancing Departments in Graduate Education project, or EDGE in geography.
Okay.
It's an NSF-funded project where we're looking at careers and professional development for students in geography and related disciplines. Particularly right now, we've had different phases of the project. In the current phase that we're in, we're looking at careers outside of academia for
Okay.
geographers, particularly in business, government, and nonprofit sectors.
Oh, how timely. So we had participated together in an event at the annual conference that was in Los Angeles last month, and I was really excited to be a career mentor in a program that you helped organize. So can you tell me a little bit about, how this kind of program came to be?
Sure. One of the things that we've discovered in our research with the EDGE project, talking to geography students, faculty, and employers of geography graduates, is that students do not consistently get effective mentoring regarding careers beyond academia.
Uh-huh.
Faculty know a lot about the academic track. They know a lot about what you need to be able to do to be successful in an academic career. But what we find is that oftentimes they're just not well prepared to talk to students about careers in business, government, and nonprofits.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that we're trying to do here at the AAG is to provide opportunities for students and for professionals to come together in a dialogue about the different types of skills and abilities that employers are looking for, so that our members have a better idea of the many different career paths available to them as geographers, and our employers start to get to know a little bit more about what a geographer might have to offer their organization.
Oh wow, okay. And so this event that was at the annual meeting, how many days was it that you guys offered the career mentoring
We
sessions?
off we offered 4 sessions
Mm-hmm.
across 4 days of the conference. So
Mm-hmm.
we had one session each day on the 4 days, sort of in the middle of the conference. And this has really represented an expansion of the career mentoring. This is something relatively new that we just started doing in 2010. We started off with one 2-hour session and six
Oh.
mentors,
Uh-huh.
and we had just dozens of people come and looking for advice and information. So last year at our annual meeting, we tried to expand that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We did 3 sessions, if I'm not mistaken. This year we've gone to 4, and we think we've kind of hit on a good number.
Yeah.
So we have mentors available for a few hours on a walk-in basis
Uh-huh.
to anyone who's registered for the annual meeting. There's no additional charge or sign-up required for participation. You just come on by. We'll help match you to a career mentor who can speak to your specific needs and interests. So if you're a GIS person, we'll try to match you to someone who uses GIS in his or her work. If you're interested in a faculty career, we'll try to match you with a professor or somebody who's in an academic research position. And it's your opportunity just to have a conversation with them about anything you want or need to know related to careers and professional development.
Oh wow. And so how many mentors did you have involved, and how many mentees do you know stopped by during this time?
Well, this year we had about 21 mentors.
Uh-huh.
Some of them did multiple shifts across the 4-day period, which we really appreciate, drawn from the business, government, nonprofit, and academic sectors. So we had a really nice cross section of different kinds of careers and industries represented. What else did you ask me?
And
Many did we
how many
have?
people dropped in to find a mentor?
We try to get a count of that, which is very challenging to do. Sometimes we get very busy and it gets very exciting. But we have documented about 75 to 80 participants.
Oh
There's
wow.
probably a 10% undercount there.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably had close to 100 geographers come in for career advising and assistance during the conference, which was really exciting. We had a few repeat customers. We had a few people who wanted to come back multiple days, because each day the mix of mentors changes depending
Uh-huh.
on their schedules and availability. So one day there might be somebody there who wasn't there the day before. More people came back to get different perspectives, which was really exciting as well.
Oh wow. And do you have any examples of any kind of outcomes from this, where like a particular student said this was helpful, or?
Yeah, we've gotten a ton of informal feedback. I think people are really hungry for this kind of information.
Mm-hmm.
I think, in particular, with the current economic and job climate being so challenging and being so competitive, I think that's one factor. But I think another factor, like I said, is just that departments don't offer these sorts of resources on a consistent basis.
Mm-hmm.
Some departments are very small and have a very limited number of faculty. Other departments are large and have dedicated career advisors within their departmental staff. It's just not consistent from institution to institution. And so, students who don't have those things built into their programs,
Mm-hmm.
built into their universities, this is perhaps the only opportunity that they have to talk to someone in a formal setting like this. Of course, they
Uh-huh.
can do their own sorts of career exploration, but this is a really nice opportunity to have access to a lot of different people and a lot of different perspectives in a relatively short period of time.
That's true, and participating as a mentor, I made a lot of connections of people I'm still talking to. So it wasn't
Yeah, we
just a one-time, piece. There's now people that we're collaborating on new projects together.
Yeah, absolutely. We've gotten messages back. We've done some evaluation with our mentors
Uh-huh.
and our mentees to get some formal feedback about the sessions, and the responses are overwhelmingly strongly positive on both the sides of the mentors and the mentees. For example, one of the mentors mentioned that within the first week after the conference, he had already had 4 students contact
Oh,
him.
wow.
A lot of students mentioned the mentor that they spoke to by
Uh-huh.
name in their feedback, and so it's very clear that they're making personal
Oh,
connections and
good.
expanding their professional networks through these opportunities. On the side of the mentors, a lot of people have commented on how rewarding it is to be able to do something to sort of cultivate the next generation of geographers and to
Mm-hmm.
give something back to the geographic community, and perhaps to provide a sort of service and advice that they themselves did not benefit from as early career
Absolutely.
professionals or as students. And so it's been very exciting because I think it's very much a win-win proposition. I
Mm-hmm.
think the mentors feel like they're making a meaningful contribution. They're engaging with and hearing the concerns of new employees or prospective new employees. Students are having their needs met. I think it's also a neat opportunity for people who maybe aren't necessarily students or early career. Maybe they're thinking about a career change.
Uh-huh.
Maybe there's someone who is thinking about entering a faculty career from a career in business, government, or a nonprofit, or vice versa. And so it's a very safe environment
Mm-hmm.
for asking questions that you may or may not want to ask in other kinds of settings. It's a
Right.
safe place to come in and just kind of explore and learn more. And one of the other things that I think has been really valuable is there was a lot of networking happening between participants. So
Right.
mentors talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So an employer talking to professors, professors talking to one another about what they're doing with their students and with their courses to help with careers and professional development. Uh, the mentees themselves talking to each other and realizing they share common concerns and that they're not alone and that they have the same
Right.
questions and challenges. And so I think that is also very inspiring, and it also provides a certain level of emotional support that a
Uh-huh.
lot of people need when they're considering a career transition.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, it's really fantastic that you guys are doing this.